All right, so Xbox, of course, just held their Xbox Partner Preview event, a look at some upcoming games from Xbox partners. So you're not going to get any first-party stuff here, but I was interested to see what they're bringing to the table, because if you're doing a presentation, then in my opinion, you have something to show for this presentation. That's why I was hard on the Pokemon Presents thing, because well, we didn't really need a presentation for that. So would the Xbox Partner Preview cleanse my palate when it comes to events in the video game community? Well, let's talk about it. So we're going to start things off with a game called Unknown 9 Awakening. It's a Bandai Namco game. It looks interesting. You like take over people's bodies or something like that in a large sprawling world, some stealthish stuff. It's a Bandai Namco game, so I can't really show too much because that will copyright claim trailers and stuff, because I don't know why. Summer 2024 looks kind of interesting, but probably not something I'll buy on day one. Next up, we had a game called Sleight of Hand. It looks like Redfall graphics, the style of the graphics as far as like the character models are concerned. It says it's a third-person stealth game, but like there was cards. I don't know. It was a CG trailer, so it didn't really show you any actual gameplay. So I kind of don't know why we're talking about this, but hey, you know, it's a Game Pass game, so it's got that going for it. But as you are all well aware, I do not like card games. Now it's time to go into outer freaking space, folks, because we don't have enough outer space games. The Atlas is the name of the game, and you play as a character who like lands on a crappy planet, and at first it looks kind of cool and interesting, but like then it becomes like a base building thing. There's like a base on this planet that you have to rebuild up, but you can't do it on your own. You have to make clones of yourself in order to help you out. I don't know. Not my style of game. I honestly kind of clocked out when this game was being shown, but you know, people who like outer space and all that sort of stuff, you might be into it. But for me, the Atlas, that's a pass, baby. Next up was a very stylized game called Creatures of Ava. You basically have like some weird creatures that help you like clear obstacles. Like you have this little flute thing, like and then you play that, and like animals come, like a hawk thing comes and helps you out. You got like some weird water gun thing that like takes down enemies. I don't really know. I don't really know. It looks all right. You know, the graphical style of this game, I feel like, is becoming a bit repetitious. Like, I don't really know how to, like a pseudo cartoony thing. Like, I feel like more and more games are starting to use this, and it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's just not a graphical style for me. Creatures of Ava, no thank you. Next up, got a little bit of a surprise. A little something that made RGT happy. Chucky, a Chucky video game. I'm excited. I'm happy. What the hell is this? What in God's name is this? It's like Lego people trying to kill Chucky, but Chucky looks like actual Chucky, and I'm like, these people, they look familiar. What the hell is this mix of graphics? But it's DLC for a Roblox. The Roblox DLC, Griefville, now has Chucky in it. What the hell are we? I'm so confused right now because I got excited. I thought this was going to be a proper Chucky game, which is bizarre that we haven't really had one. But this, no, it's like who is watching this presentation at 1 p.m. that's like really into Griefville and is a big fan of Chucky and wants to play as Chucky in Griefville? Like, this honestly pissed me off. I was very annoyed by this because I thought this was like, you know, something really cool, but it wasn't. It was Chucky in Roblox because, you know, that's good for children. Well, don't children play Roblox? What the hell are we doing here? Next up, we have another creepy game. I like the aesthetic. They didn't really show any gameplay, but it's the Sinking City 2. I actually played the Sinking City. I quite liked it. I played the Switch version of the game, which technically speaking wasn't all that great. Surprise, surprise. But I definitely liked this game. So to see it get a sequel, I guess it did good enough in some sort of metrics to get it, so that's pretty cool. Final Fantasy 14 trailer for Xbox is up next. Like, yeah, I know it's an older game, it's an online game, MMO style, but I think, you know, it's still kind of interesting how this is now finally showing up on Xbox because of the fact that you almost feel like Final Fantasy games, especially like newer-ish ones, like there's kind of a stronghold on those for PlayStation consoles. Like, you don't really see them, the newer-ish one, like PS1 stuff, PS2 stuff, sure. But anything kind of beyond that, you know, Square Enix just kind of puts it on PlayStation. I don't know. You know, I'm not going to play it. It comes out on March 21st. I'm not big into MMOs, but hey, you know, that's cool for people that are, that have just been waiting for a very long time to play this game. The original Stalker and DLC packs are coming to consoles. Now, these were pretty popular back on the PC personal computer, but I did not have a PC at the time of this game's heyday because unlike Spawn Wave, I guess my parents just were like, no, we're not getting you a personal computer to play video games. You have these crappy consoles. But yeah, you know, it looks all right. I guess it's kind of cool. I don't know how well it'll play nowadays. They did say that it was beefed up for modern platforms. It comes out today, a bit of a stealth drop. So, you know, that's cool. I like stealth drops. Now it's time to get crazy, folks. Monster Jam Showdown. Hell yeah, brother. Let's get some beers and go to the monster truck track and race on courses and stuff like that. And then there's like a freestyle event where like Gravediggers in the game. And that's cool. Obviously, Bigfoot probably isn't in the game. But where the hell is, like, the car crunching stuff? Like, that's what, like, when you go to a monster truck event, a monster jam event, are you watching people race? Or are you watching them, like, take down cars and there's, like, some big dinosaur made out of cars, like, breathing fire and stuff? Like, I don't know, like, and that's the coolest part to me is the car crushing. They didn't show any, so hopefully there's going to be some. Persona 3 Reload Aegis DLC. I'm sure OJ was creaming his pants, good old player essence, because, you know, his style of game. They showed, like, the season DLC pass coming along with, like, different soundtracks, costumes, and crap like that. Like, I'm not the biggest Persona fan in the world, like, I've never actually played one to completion, but for Persona fans, they'll probably be excited for this. It just feels weird, like a partner event to showing like DLC for stuff, but I get it because this game is on Game Pass. So really the best way for your wallet to not take a substantial hit is to play the game on Game Pass and then to get the DLC packs through Xbox because you don't have to buy the game. Next up was the Nexon game. It's that first Berserker game that we talked about in my preview for this event, which I absolutely butchered. We'll talk about that in a little bit. It looks kind of Souls-ish with like some of the character fights and stuff like that. There were some really good like final blows, some nice blood on the snow, and decent graphics, but like the frame rate just seemed wonky as hell. And like I didn't know if that was like the presentation or YouTube messing up or what was it, but I didn't really establish which thing if it was. You know, it looks okay, but like I don't know. I'm not a big Souls guy, as you're all well aware. You know, I might dabble in it. I believe it's a Game Pass game, so I might check it out under those circumstances. But kind of beyond that, you know, Souls fans, you got another style game. You're eating good. And then Tales of God Almighty, Karazazu is up next. Looks kind of like Prince of Persia. It's that game that I said looked like Prince of Persia that I was kind of looking forward to. It's an EA original game. Honestly looks really cool. It reminds me of the Prince of Persia game that just came out. Maybe a little bit faster, but like a similar graphical style, similar gameplay style. But I think this actually looks really cool. Like you gain different abilities for your attacks and your traversal stuff. Pretty standard stuff for it. But I like this game. This was probably maybe my game of the presentation, which kind of says a lot. But yeah, it looks interesting enough. Pretty cool stuff. And then July 24th, 2024. My life is going to change forever, folks, because, you know, Frostpunk 2 finally coming. I was such a huge fan of the first Frostpunk game. I was like, damn, man, we really need Frostpunk 2. And for it to be coming out on July 24th, it just got me so excited. A late birthday gift for me. I don't know what Frostpunk is. Like, they had this epic-ass music, like, this was, like, the biggest announcement in the world, and it's just, like, some like, world-building thing. Okay. And then, hey, our final game looks pretty cool. It's the Capcom game that we saw before. It kind of went away. I really screwed up my predictions because, like, you know, a lot of these games that they talked about were games that I was actually familiar with. I just forgot the names of them because, like, they all have weird names. Kitsune Gaming, Path of the Goddess, or something like that. Like, you can't fault me for that. Like, some of these names just kind of blend together, but I really like this game, honestly. You like set up stuff during the day, kind of like in a real-time strategy element. You head into battles at night. This game looks ridiculously smooth. Like, this game looks so good frame rate wise that I'm almost inclined to believe that the first Berserker game just has frame rate issues that they showed in this trailer. The concept of the game is pretty unique, you know, real-time strategy mixed with action. The combat looks really fun. There's some cool boss battles that you get. I think it's a unique thing. I think it's a unique setup, and it is a Game Pass game. Let's go, people. That was actually a very nice announcement for this event because this game is on Game Pass, and then we got a little sizzle reel to wrap things up. So overall, I mean, it was okay. You know, some of these games just didn't hit with me at all. I understand that I have a particular taste when it comes to video games, but I'm almost at the point with this where it's like, did we really need a presentation? Did we really need a presentation for these games? Or could these companies just have dropped trailers kind of on their own? Like, I feel like there wasn't anything like beyond like Stalker being a stealth drop, which I get why, you know, a stealth drop for Xbox. Like, I kind of get why that would get its, you know, little thing and stuff like that. But I don't know, like a half hour long. I really didn't feel like I learned all that much. I was reminded of stuff, so that's kind of cool. But like, I don't know, some of these games just definitely feel a bit out of place at an event like this. So for me, you know, a low C grade, which I think is fair. You know, I've been very kind to Xbox. I am the king of Xbox YouTube. But this presentation, you know, there was just some stuff that I thought was a little bit weird, a little bit wonky, and just didn't really interest me. But did it interest you? Because at the end of the day, you matter more than me, I guess. Let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button for breaking Xbox content on this channel, because that is what I do. I'm an Xbox YouTuber. And as always, hit that like button, share the video around, and as always, I'll catch you guys on the next video. I need to eat lunch, dude. My brain is fried right now. Later.